Challenge 2013, not race 1, but race 1 on the final day. Outside road starters a lot of favours, a little bit slow, but having said that, is in second place behind Patrick Pearce immediately, because Alex Beggy, from a good position in kart 647 behind pole sitter Paddy Pearce, has immediately surrendered that second place, and that is a little bit of a surprise. Sasha Pia Hyder immediately making some forward progress, looking for Chris Adams. That's a decent start into third place for Chris Adams, so he would be happy with that. I have to say that really did look a strange start by Maxim Bravoini, but in the final analysis, after one turn he was in second place, the only downside being that your poleman Paddy Pearce had got away about a dozen lengths in front of him. He pulls that round as we go to the final turn, the right hand turn. Qualify for the final, which would give him a shot at the Masters title as we've been speaking. Sasha Pia Hyder was the other name of that call. He's gone through in fifth place.
746 Dennis Cross pulling off into the pits at the end of the first lap. So Dennis, I'm afraid, out of the race. Also out of the race before that was Andrei Stepanov in kart 626. He came to grief through the first corner, so the Russian out of the running. Already though, you can see here coming towards this right-left flick through turns 9 and 10 is the race leader Patrick Pearce, who made the perfect start to this race. You'll see coming into shot in sixth place is Julien Renaudin. He started the race from ninth position, so he's the one in the top six at the moment. He's the one in the last qualifying spot. The top six go through to join the main finals, and Renaudin is in that slightly precarious position of being sixth. If I was him, I'd want to be going forwards, being fourth or fifth, and definitely not being sixth come the end of the race. Otherwise you're a target, aren't you?
Well, Paddy Pearce would ordinarily be the target because he's the lead driver, but he's got sufficient clearance, as Chris said. It's pretty much the perfect start, and everything going to plan for the 84 trip. Returning to us after a couple of seasons away. He's definitely in a comfortable third position, but not in a position at the moment to challenge for third place. Now, that's just the point that Chris Hartley was saying. Joe Renaudin, kart 656, has done the sensible thing, if it was possible. Get out of sixth place going forward, so you've got a little bit of a cushion between yourself and the chargers from the back in seventh and below. I think that was Sasha Pia
going into turn one, so Sasha Pia Hyder has dropped back. The they're coming into a yellow flag zone because somebody's retired from the race on the back straight there. A bit of clattering going on through the prior corner as well, which is turn 5. So one driver has come to grief there. Meanwhile, the leaders are well past that now, and so a change for that critical 6th position.
Chris Groen, is that?
Might be a similar colour scheme, isn't it? It's Chris having a little attack like this weekend.
Groen's all together because he's already out.
Yeah, change for 4th at turn 5. Renault getting up the inside of Adams. They go to the back straight now, having switched around. So the blue machine into 4th place of Renault. You see him coming in the shop. There he is now, ahead of Christoph Adams there in 5th place. We've got one car going very slowly underneath the race control building. It is Chris Groen. He's struggling to get his car fired up again. Looks like he's quite especially out of the race anyway now. He might well be pulling off the circuit. It was 6th place on the previous lap. It was steady, so
later, just offer a glimmer of hope for the Masters. Nico Line, who was the Masters champion, not DD2 Masters, but Masters champion when we last ran the series, he's up to 13th, second in Masters behind Chris Adams. You wouldn't think that Nico Line could get from 13th to 16th, just an outside chance. But when we talk to the outside chance of Tamsin Germain, I think that's close now. Yeah, I think that's the only good thing you can say, isn't it? Because Christoph Adams was typically Adam-esque, brimful of confidence, talking to Tiff earlier on, and as you say, that is a handsome cushion. We're into the final quarter of the race, just 2.5 laps remaining, and dare I say it, at the risk of the commentator's curse, he ought to qualify from there. However, if he drops one more place, cannot win the Masters title this weekend, that would go to turn 1 there.
Yeah, exactly. On a very similar place in Daniel Guillet there, lapping the low 64-second bracket. Through they go, the top 3 there. There in 4th place on the screen is Jeremy Renaud, the blue machine, which is a good race here from the field.
Certainly has been since you first drew attention to him in that all blue suit. I've been impressed in what I've seen.
Yeah, he's going well from, had a good start which helped as well. From 9th to 4th he is down. It looks like he's going to be shown to somebody who's going to start this last 70 to 1. You'll see him coming up towards you on the screen there. Side by side, still running down. He's on the inside there. The blue machine, basically trying to go around the outside of him. Did he make it through? No, he didn't. Renaud got him back, and that's a bit hairy doing that on the last half lap when they're both through. It doesn't really matter if you fall to the fifth in this race.
So many times in commentary, guys, don't race each other. How do you tell racers not to race? But you're in there. Don't race each other off. Sometimes
Alex coming